they going to pay your plane ticket?
Yeah.
And is your daughter going with you?
Yeah.
Are they paying hers too?
Yeah.
Well, shoot.
Yeah, I don't know now. I ain't never seen her since they contacted me. And but they said they'd give me a plane ticket.
Yeah, and then what, 125 a day or 150 altogether or what?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, let's see, 3 days.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking well, it won't be a whole lot as far as pay. 150 maybe or something like that, I guess. I don't even know what it was. This 2 years ago we went. But still, you don't lose anything, you know. And I tell you, you're going to enjoy it now. You'll have a good time. There'll be a lot of interesting people there.
Let me get you straight back.
Did they say anything about where you'd be staying? Did they mention
yeah,
that?
That's cool.
That
Now,
Madera school?
Now, what do you do there? Do you share baths with everybody?
Yeah.
Toilets with niggers and all?
Yeah. Yeah, well, listen, I shared it with a bunch of Zuni Pueblo squaws.
No kidding.
Well, here's what happened. It depends on where you stay. Now, it depends on where you stay. Where we stayed, my wife, she only stayed out there one night because of the air conditioning wasn't too good. Now, it's hot, my friend. When are you going? In July?
No, August 7th.
August. All right. I'm not kidding you. It's hot. That's right on the Potomac River.
Yeah.
And I mean, well, I did. I cracked my varnish.
You did?
Yeah, right in there from sweat, sitting there. So, boy, take cool clothes.
Yeah.
And
you won't go this year, will you?
oh, you only get asked this. Now, listen, this is an honor to go to this. This is the top one in the country.
I know it is.
This is the real top one, and you'll meet a lot of interesting people. You really will. There'll be Irishmen and Cajuns and I don't know how many different types of people.
I don't go in too much for that sharing the bathroom.
Well, now here, no, what I mean is, it's a dorm. See, it's girls' dorms where we stay. Now you may be up staying somewhere else where they have individual johns. You know?
High school auditorium or high school.
This is a finishing school. It's a private girls' school. It's a very exclusive school. That's where this gal was the headmistress that killed this Scarsdale Diet fella, see?
What's that now?
Madera School. It's at Greenway, Virginia.
But then what now?
Killed, you know this woman in Washington, D.C. they had this big trial about that killed this doctor that did the Scarsdale Diet?
What's
you remember that?
What's
Oh, it was a nationally, he published a book, and it was one of the best sellers, you know, for a long time on a diet. And this gal killed him. She's in prison now. And
was that the one that had it on TV the other night?
Yeah. She was headmistress at this school. She was there when we checked in the first night we came.
You seen her?
I know it was her. Of course, at the time I didn't really pay that much attention, but I'm just sure it was. Small woman, you know, and everything. Just kind of looked like her. Now I may be wrong. Maybe somebody looked like her, but it was her school. And and she was out there, I think, kind of overseeing things, making sure we all got set up. You know, there'll be quite a few people. Now this wolf track is beautiful where you're going to play. It is pretty. It's just beautiful. It's in the Virginia woods, you know. And of course their woods are much bigger than ours are, even in the Ozarks, you know. Big trees and everything. Your daughter will really enjoy it.
How many people will they allow to take with you?
Oh, you can. Now you need to let them know if you're going. Now I took my wife with me, see, and now what you
to play with me? How many would they allow to play with me?
I'd kind of imagine just her, I guess, because their budgets are kind of limited now.
That's what he said.
Yeah, and you need to try and get her for sure if you can, and tell her that she seconds you and that you need her.
Well, he's done said he would take her.
Okay, that's good then. I don't think you'll get anybody else here. Wait, I got this. You're going to really enjoy that. Let me see where I am. Plan A, don't you? Ooh, I'm way up. Are you, Jay? I need to come up a little bit, don't I? That sound pretty close now. Now, you don't play on stages except that one place where the tent is. I mean, they have stages, but this is a park that was donated to the government by these millionaires that lived in the East. They had a big department. Filene was their name, or Faline, I think was their name. So they bought this great big farm, and it's rolling hills and stuff, a little stream going through it. So where your stages are is they just put a little platform up at the bottom of a hill, and then they got a canvas top on it, and the people sit on the side of the hill out here in front of you. And they've got about 4 of those around, and then they got this one with the tent that has the stage in it, and then they have a great big permanent building that is where the Washington Symphony Orchestra, this is their headquarters too. And when you go down into what they call the green room when you're not performing, which is underneath this big building, and that's where it's air conditioned, it's where all the performers go between their engagements, you know. And there's pop and all that kind of stuff down there. You can check your instruments. And all down in there is where all these instruments of the Washington Symphony Orchestra are behind these great big grilled, big screened rooms, you know, and everything. It's really a pretty place out there. Oh, you're going to have a good time. That's that one you made up, is it? Or, now, by gosh, you play like that, and they're gonna really like to hear you. I'm
Any
really
good
glad
banjo pickers back there?
Yet. Now they'll have. Listen, they'll be a boy. You're gonna meet more good musicians, really, because they'll also be bringing musicians from South Carolina, and Kentucky, and Tennessee, and North Carolina, and West Virginia. I mean, they'll have all kinds of musicians, plus the Irish, and the Cajuns, and the French Canadians from up in New England. We made some good friends while we were there. And these are the top ones in the country they'll bring. Now, they're not professionals. They're all amateur, you know. I mean, they may, in other words, they're not Nashville people, you know. Sing that. What is that, Uncle? What's your one you sing? Oh.
Banjo. Everybody knows.
Okay, out of it. My Lord, don't worry. Shoot.
I say there's a lot of ways to go.
Oh, yeah, a lot of ways. I thought you said you used to. I was just saying. That's still isn't the one I was talking about, though. The other one you wrote about your grandfather, or what grandfather, or old Uncle so-and-so?
That's it.
Was that it? Oh, yeah, that was it. Sure, that's right.
Back in the hills where it's hard to go, lived an old farmer and his name was Mo. Mo had a daughter and her name was Lil. Two of them together brought a corn making still. Mo, oh, where is your daughter? Where's pretty Lil? How about a gallop from the corn making still? When my body aches and feeling low, had no place for the world to go. My body aches.
Another one you've written?
Yeah, but I'm kind of.
Forgot the words.
Yeah, I kind of. I've sung it for a while.
I'll tell you, just what I know, boy, what they're going to like is that old Uncle Abe making time for playing. Now, that's what they'll enjoy.
We read on the faces forgiven. It's made for pure and free. A heaven of bliss for me. How beautiful heavens be. How beautiful heavens be. Sweet home of happy free. The heaven of rest for me. How beautiful heavens be. Your waters of life that flow. All who may be free. Red jewels splendid afterglow. How beautiful heavens be. How beautiful heavens be. Sweet home of happy dreams. The heaven of rest for me. How beautiful heavens be. You get practiced up in the right?
Well, once I knew your tunes, well, if we played together more, I'd get on to you. All right. Listen, after I followed some of the stuff Lonnie played and some of the stuff Art Galbraith plays, I can follow a lot of people. They get kind of crooked sometimes.
Let me get a pick. Pick in here. Gives your banjo a little more room. Ain't that old banjo got a good sound to it?
Sure does.
I got
It
a
really
Gibson banjo, but I don't play it.
Now, what is that? What's
That's
that?
an Harlem. I don't know for sure. It may be a foreign make. I don't know if that son of a gun has got a ring to it.
Right out, there's so many towns in that, all crammed in there around Washington. It's just a little Greenway, Virginia. I think's what the town is. Or Vienna. Vienna, Virginia. That's it.
They call her fairy sound. Pickies all around the town. With a very this mellow and all round the fellow. This my whole town. She's all the shade. All my sorrows and care. Oh my soul devil, the banjo, the devil was fine. that one?
Yeah, I've heard it, but I'd have to, in A, I'd have to learn my changes in mine. Because that one, it goes off on that. That's F sharp minor you got in there. No, you're regular going into B. But there's one other.
Do you know when the bees are in the hive?
I've heard the name, but I don't know. Go ahead and play it. I don't know. I know learned so many here in the last few years. I don't know what I know and don't know. But
When the bees are in the hive, and the honey's in the comb, and the golden sunbeams bend to kiss the dew. When the old mill wheel turns round to love you, Mary, when the bees are in the hive, I'll come to you. By the mill pond sits the miller's pretty daughter. She's looking in the silver water blue. As she looks down in the silver water shining, it seems that I can hear an old love tune. When the bees are in the hive, and the honey's in the comb, and the golden sunbeams bend to kiss the dew. By the window sits the miller's daughter, and it seems that I can hear the old love tune. Long years she's waited there for his return. She's hoping that he'll come again someday. As she looks down in the silver water shining, she sees the golden locks that turn to gray. Long years she's waited there for his return, hoping that he'd come again someday. But she looks down in the silver water shining, and it seems that she can hear the old mill say, when the bees are in the hive, and the honey's in the comb, and the golden sunbeams bend to kiss the dew. When the old mill wheel turns round to love you, Mary, when the bees are in the hive, I'll come to you.
yeah,
I always like that old song.
yeah, it's a good song. Yeah, that's good. Boy, they're gonna like you up there. They will. You're gonna be a little different than what they.
Well, as sweet is the smile of the beauty from home, as it peeps through the curtain of night, and the voice of the nightingale singing their song, while the world seems to smile with delight. All nature now lingers in silent repose. All nature now lingers in silent repose, and the sweet breath of summer is calm. While I sit and I wonder if Sheamus knows how sad and unhappy I am. Well, Sheamus O'Brien, I love him, yes, and you don't know how happy I'd be. I've wondered and wished that is that you'd come and forever live happy with me. I'll smile when you smile.
Now, Lonnie played that in A, but we play it in G.
Sheamus O'Brien.
Yeah, we play it in G.
You won't be able to get this, but I want to play one for you that I've wrote.
Oh, go ahead. Don't worry about me.
You can play what you can of it.
Hey, Lonnie, what's it in?
D minor.
Yeah, you fooled one of those D minors.
You should learn them. I'll get a little bit of that first, and then you can. Get that? Get what you can. I wrote this, you know, the world seems to be in such a turmoil, and you hear of the Persian Gulf and all that stuff, and I put this together at the Feast of Old Belshazzar. Did I sing that for you? Did I do that for you?
Well, go ahead and do it again, though.
Yeah. You've heard it?
You started one time, but you didn't finish it the last time I was here.
At the Feast of Old Belshazzar, and 1,000 of his lords, for the drink from golden vessels as the book records. In the night, G minor devils in the royal minor theme, they see the consummation bells right on the wall. Oh, Daniel, tell me, is it true? Oh, Daniel, tell me, is it true? Oh, Daniel, tell me, is it true? The God of Israel got his eyes on you. See the faith, the zeal, the courage, that dared to do the right, which the Spirit gave to Daniel was the secret of his mind. At his home in old Judea, or captive in the hall, he understood the writing of God upon the wall. Shadrack and Meshach and Abednego, they were the ones that the Lord was so. Reason God loved them, I'm here to say, choice of the day I would catch on to it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, after a while with there and everything. Were you going? Well, that's the other part of D minor. It's A minor.
D minor.
D minor.
A7.
Well, A7. That's I was going to A minor. You know why? We've been playing that Lonesome Moonlight Blues of what's his name? Bluegrass. Their father, Bluegrass.
Bill Monroe.
Bill Monroe's Lonesome Moonlight Blues, and that's a D minor too. But he goes to A. I was trying to go to A minor, but that A7. That's it, right there. Sure.
Let's do one in D. You want to see how we do? You know that? Marmaduke's Hornpipe.
Do that again here. Now I know where I'm going.
Well, you play a lot of good old country guitar there.
I had two good teachers, Lonnie and Art. That's who taught me whatever I do. I mean, that's what they.
Lonnie got guitar. Did you ever see Lonnie play the guitar?
Yeah, now he's got that old skillet licker type of lick to a guitar. I know when they say, but on his blues especially, he walks a lot of basses down there. Now he always liked for me to walk a bass, he called it. In other words, you know where you work your way up. He always liked that. That you hear a lot of that down in Ozarks County. Those guys play that way a lot. Now you want to brush up on a bunch of your old songs. I mean, those like that when you just honey the bees and that type of thing is what they'll really want to hear. The old, you know, there's so many of those I know you know, like those old songs, you know, from the before the turn of the century, back after the Civil War, around in there, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of those old tunes.
The shots and shells were screaming up on the battlefront. You heard that? The boys in blue were fighting their noble flag to shield. Cried a brave captain, the boys are flags down, who volunteered to save it from disgrace. I will let young lad shouting, I'll bring it back or die, and sprang into the thickest of the fray. Save the flag, gave his life, all for his country's sake. They brought him back and heard him gently say, just break the news to mother, she knows how dear I love her, and tell her not to grieve for me, for I'm not coming home. Just say there is no other can take the place of mother, and tell her not to grieve for me, and brave for news too.
Who's heard that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of those old tunes, you know.
Well, you take a little thing, put it down the ground. Take a little dirt, put it all around. Take out a match and you light the fuse, and watch what a little thing can do. Call it dynamite, call it dynamite. Well, the little honeybee works hard all day, kissing the flowers along the way. Comes home to the queen bee that night, said, let me in, honey, on the dynamite. Dynamite, call it dynamite. Well, take a little thing, put it down the ground. Take a little dirt, put it all around. Take out a match and you light the fuse, and watch what a little bit of thing can do. Call dynamite, call dynamite.
That's yours, isn't it? Yeah, you sang that the last time.
Stay here, squirrels up and down, calm on the way soon. Squirrels up and down, calm, got long to stay here. Squirrels up and down, calm, going away real soon.
Banjo that way. I love it.
You like it?
Yeah, I like the second. You know, we play. I don't get to play the banjo much, see, because fiddlers usually you don't usually have fiddlers and banjo too much together, because the fiddlers don't like to be around the banjo because it takes over, you know, and the banjo players usually over with a bluegrass group nowadays, see. They're usually in their own groups, so I don't ever get to play the banjo.
Cindy, Cindy is her name. Rock and roll to Cindy, Cindy all the way. rocky pirate. Every time I see a girl, always carrying high. Rocky Road Cindy, Cindy is the name. Rocky Road Cindy, and Cindy all the way.
Not that way, I haven't. That's a new one. Rock and Roll with Cindy.
Rocky Road with Cindy, yeah.
Rock and Roll, wasn't it?
Rocky Road.
Oh, Rocky Road with Cindy, yeah.
You ever heard the Lost Indian? Now, a lot of people play the different.
There's different kinds. Is this an A you play or D?
A.
A, okay.
I learned that from a one-legged fiddler. Never heard nobody play that piece. He called it Lost Indian. But now I've heard Lost Indian.
Well, there's a lot of different
Yeah.
tunes that have the name Lost Indian, in it.
And I heard some down at Silver Dollar City. They didn't sound nothing.
I think the original Lost Indian, most of them play it in D, and then they go to that B minor in the thing, but then I've played Lost Indians of A and then G, all the way around the chords. It's just that's one of those tunes that people picked up and took back home and just changed it the way they wanted it,
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like a lot of my stuff. I play.
That's okay. That's good. That's what makes it good.
A lot of Alpine stuff,
If you played like everybody else, they wouldn't be having you come to Wolf Trap, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
If everybody, that's the thing I like about old-time fiddling and old-time music, is everybody has their own style of doing it. They change these tunes just enough. It's never boring. Never boring.
I just wanted you to hear him pick. He picks a real old, good, solid guitar that goes with the fiddle. I'll let you listen to my breakdown. Got time? Well, if you want to. Well, if you.
Back over some.
Solid fiddle guitar in it. You couldn't.
No, sometime he'll come over and I'm here. We'll play some.
All right. He wants you to hear you get up a little closer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, put the phone over there. Take the phone, yeah.
Well, I hope you're not misleading.
with old Lonnie's fiddle. He's got a Gibson, and he makes it sound, but it's the right kind of guitar picking for an old fiddle. I'll let you talk to him a minute, let you meet him, and then maybe again sometime.
Hello. Yeah. Well, this one for some reason, this got a pretty good bass tone to it. I've had a lot of people tell me that, and I just yeah, about the last 6 years I did. Yeah, up until he passed away, you know. And you live here in town, and your name, what's your name then? Virgil Glenn. How did you know Lonnie, from just listening on the radio?
Oh no.
Oh, you did? Oh, well now I'll see Thelma here, seeing the next day or so. And you knew Thelma then too, didn't you? Virgil Glenn. Okay, I'll be sure and tell her that. Yeah, and Roy McGeorge probably was over here too, wasn't he then? Or yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, they always liked it over here. They always talked a lot about Pittsburg. Uh-huh, yeah, mm-hmm. Well, sometime now what do you play, what, the guitar, or? Well, maybe we can sometime I'll get over here where I have a little more time, don't have to head back to Springfield, and we'll maybe get together and play a little bit here. Did you tell him about what you're going to do this summer?
No.
You want to tell him what?
Well, go ahead and tell
Listen, you know what this banjo player of yours is going to get to do this summer? He's going to go to Wolf Trap, the National Folk Festival at Washington, D.C. Now that's why I've been telling him here. He was kind of hesitant, wondering what to do. Why, that's an honor now. We went. I played with another fiddler over at Springfield named Art Galbraith. You probably never heard of him, but he's an awfully good old time fiddler. He and Lonnie are the two I played with the most. And we went 2 years ago. And boy, listen, it's interesting, and it's quite an honor. So I've been telling him he's going to really enjoy himself, and it's really.
I ain't there yet.
Yeah, he says he isn't there yet, but we'll get him there. Well, I look forward to meeting you sometime then, and we'll sure get together. And okay, well, glad to meet you then. Okay, here I'll give you back to Bud here.
Well, I just sort of let you talk to him, Virgil, and maybe sometime you can meet him. He's pretty nice fellow. He's a salesman, and he comes over here and works out of. I'll let. What company you work for, Ron?
Springfield Blueprint Company. We sell drafting supplies over here. Drafting supplies and blueprint paper, that type of stuff.
Drafting supplies and blueprint papers. Well, I thought maybe you'd like that. I didn't. He plays a guitar, you know. I can just hear old Lonnie playing with him, you know. So I thought maybe you might like to. All right, Virgil, I'll see you.
What's he do now?
Well, you don't know who he is?
No. See, I'm not really over here. I'm not too familiar. I knew KWTO, but I didn't know your station over here.
He's the oldest television artist in the Middle West who you just talked to. He's been on television 5 days a week for 25 years.
Does he have a program around noon?
Yeah, Melody.
All right. I don't remember him, but about 3 years ago over at Carthage, there was a good fiddler named Andy Beatty who passed away just last fall, who lived in Carthage for a while, then moved back up to Ballery's from Humansville originally. And I went by there at noon one day, and we had to stop our visit to watch his program. I bet that's who it was. I just know that's who it was.
I've been friends with him for years.
Oh,
he used to work
I'd like
with
to meet him someday. Yeah, that's what he was saying, Lonnie.
He used to work with That's the reason I called him.
Oh, well, thank you. I'd be glad to meet him, too.
Yeah, and me and him, we talk I've talked with him about 3 times this afternoon. But we talk all the time, you know. And I was with him out there. See, I worked television out there up until about a little over a year ago. I worked out there. I was out there for, a year and a half, 2 years. But I didn't pay the most money, and it tied me down, and every day I had to go, and so I gave up on it, and I didn't have to leave or nothing. They didn't want me to go at all.
I see why. Listening to you. Now,
and they didn't, and I told them in order to get away without too much ins and outs, I told them I wasn't feeling very good. And that left the
well,
gate
the
kinda,
obligation, you know, having to be somewhere, that's
Yeah.
kind of rough, especially when you're ready to retire anyway, you know, and everything.
Well, I'm not a real old man, but I'm not a real young man. But they like me out
Yeah.
there. I mean, there's no...
Well, they're
I'm going
like
this coming Saturday night now. I'd like for you to... Your first name is...
Gordon
Gordon.
McCann.
I'll get
McCann.
that
Hey,
something.
you'll
Just
get
like
it
these
eventually.
banjo
Oh,
tunes.
I have a hard time remembering people's names.
Oh,
There's so many
faces,
people
yeah,
that moved
Gordon
in,
McCann.
so many new people, you know.
You gave me a card. Hello. Hi. All right.
There,
Wasn't that good stuff? No, banjo and guitar. Sound like all banjo did this. Listen, I'll call you back later. That's all right. We're glad you called now.
phone door's ringing. I tell you.
I don't love nobody, nobody likes me. You're after my money, don't care for me. I long to live single, always be free. I don't love nobody, and nobody loves me. I was born in old Kentucky, living most of my life. Never was so lucky as to get myself a wife. Met one gal on Sunday, asked her for the wed. But I met the gal on Monday, and this is what she says. I don't love nobody, nobody loves me. You're after my money, don't care for me. I long to live single, to always be free. I don't love nobody, nobody loves me. You heard that,
All
man?
right, now Lonnie plays that in A too. He plays
Does he?
that, yeah. What if I run into some others playing it in, I played in G not long ago. I never played anything, but I played it in G. It's a good thing. Lonnie played the fiddle about just like that.
Played the what?
That just like that, exactly.
Let's see. Pat Lonnie used to play that. What was that main tune that I used to hear that he played?
In the years I played with him, one of his favorites was 14 Days in Georgia, and he liked, oh gosh, that was one of his most favorite there, of course. There's a C to it, you know, That's Walsh You Say for me, isn't it?
Some waltz.
Yeah, that's waltz you say. No, we play that in B flat.
Do you?
No, wait a minute. No, we play it in C and F. When Art and I play it. But that's a waltz you say for me. That's Wayne King's old waltz.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never played it in A before.
You ever heard this one? Hop along, Peter, wait for him. Hop along, Peter, wait for him. Hop along, Peter, it's a bad sign. Ain't coming back till the spare time. Be on there, but now I don't know when I'll be on again. Some night when you and your wife want to have a little lark, I go up to Kansas City once in a while. I don't make too much money up there, but I have a big time. They have what's called the Kansas City Opera.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of it?
No.
It's out in it's in Ingleville. It ain't hard to get to. Go by that. What is it? 354. You cut off there, and it's not hard to get to. It's in Independence, and oh, they've got the finest show there, man. It's not.
I haven't heard of it.
I've been going up there off and on all for about. I called him up there one day. I knew the show was there, and hey, though they have some big ones in there. You know who I'm going to play with up there in I guess it's in. I'm talking when you like to hear banjo pick.
No, that's okay. Go ahead. I just watching the time, but I'm going to have to hit on about 5:30. I'm going to have to go ahead and leave so I can get on before too late.
But this guy that looks like a bum, what is his?
Oh, Willie Nelson?
No.
No. Well, let's see. Oh, that's been on TV.
Yeah.
I know who you mean. I think I know.
I'm
He's
not-
been advertising some records here lately.
Yeah. Well, they want me to go up there.
The Vagabond or the
Yeah.
Tramp or something they call
Yeah,
him, you know. Or
yeah.
something. Yeah, I know who you mean. Oh, so he's going to be up there, right?
Yeah. So they want me to come up here with him. And then, I don't go up there, you know, all the time. I wish some nights you could go up there and me and you pick one together.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to. Maybe we'll get a chance to here. Once let's see, I'll take this home now. I'll practice with this some too. I'll know some of your tunes the next time I come.
There's an old one that's an old timer back in the. You ever heard of Even Shade?
I think I have.
Now, Gordon, don't let a lot of guys get. I like to have my own original stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But some of it is just middle of the run anyway.
Yeah.
But you to know it, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh no, these are home. I reuse these tapes over and over. You know. That's how I learn. But I'll usually keep one set
I
of
give
tunes
a
I don't
fib
know
and-
so I can learn.
And then up there in Kansas City, then I'll make you acquainted with a good old time fiddler up there. His name is Bill. Oh, son of a gun. I'm ashamed of myself. I can't remember. his
North
name.
Missouri fiddler or.
Yeah, he's Independence up there.
Yeah. I've heard some of
And
those guys
he
up
plays
around
a
Columbia and up around Central Missouri. You know, I've heard some of those.
He's
guys.
man about your age, and he come in him play together sometime up there, and I've been trying to get him to come over sometime over there, and to that their opera business. I like to go up there, and they have a good time, and they got real clever musicians.
Yeah.
Of course, none of them are old and ugly like I am, but
There's a lot of good young musicians around now. Boy, I don't guess we've ever had as many good musicians in young people as we have because they've had the time to fool with it. But they don't play this. They're not playing this. Our generation's about the last for the old time stuff.
Carolina to see my true love band.
See, these are more banjo, I guess, to me.
Yeah, these are.
Yeah, and I haven't. Oh, these are new to me. That's what I like about it.
A lot of them I see. Cold cup of coffee. Is that taping now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of these old tunes and old sayings that come from up in the morning, the break of day, Sally and Sambo's gonna run away, the Negroes.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
And it tells the story of the life of a long time ago. Where a lot of my stuff and my style of banjo picking comes from, right back there where I'm going. You know my people, that's where they came from. Did I tell you that, Gordon?
No, where I never had no.
From old Virginia.
Oh, well, you be right there.
But I don't know nobody back there. But my grandpa and grandma, my grandpa rode a horse from back there in 1870. And then my grandma was his own blood cousin from back there, and she rode a horse about 4 or 5 years later back to where then they got married up in northern Missouri. But they was from Virginia, and we worry about getting back there, and they rode a horse. How long did that take, Gordon?
Shoot, a couple of months probably.
Yeah.
And think of rough times, too, they had.
Crossing that Ohio River and that
I don't see how they...
Mississippi. And how that young girl, she was about 24 years old.
Yeah. I don't know, I hear my mother's people talk that way, you know, about the
And she
hardships.
come back to Missouri up there and just lived about 6 years and died.
Yeah.
Died when she was 30 years old.
Let's go, now let's do that again, because I was trying to go to A there somewhere, and I don't think it's got one. That
Where's
evening
that?
shade again. Let's do that again. That first part, does that go? Does it stay in D all the time? That's why I was trying to go to A. Trying to hornpipe it. That's what I was trying to do. Just trying to make it like a hornpipe. That wasn't what it was. You ever hear from Gloria yet? Have you ever heard anything from her?
I think she's PO'd off of me because I didn't go to Chicago. But she let me down. She, well, of course, she didn't have no choice. The kid got the flu. And I hate to go up there. Of course, I could took my girl up there. Gordon, I wonder how much it cost to ride an Amtrak train back there.
I have no idea.
I don't know
idea.
either.
And of course, they're cutting down on them as they go along, you know. There may not be an Amtrak to ride by the time you even go in July. I don't think they will. I think they're getting ready to cut it out of the budget.
What do you mean cut it out of the budget?
To where there's only going to be one little stretch in New England, in the East Coast, that's going to run. They're going to cut out this part that comes this way.
The Amtrak.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the budget cuts they're talking about now. And I hope so.
I don't think he's that smart a man. He's a movie star. Well, let's see. Old songs like this, I like them. Well, take me in that lifeboat. Let me in that lifeboat. It will stand the raging storm. Let me in that lifeboat. Take me in that lifeboat. It'll bear my spirit home. The storm so heavy, the wind so loud, thunder's rolling, bursting in the clouds. Pray to your shipmate for what he has done. Put the dying sailor in the lifeboat. Put me in that lifeboat. Let me in that lifeboat. It'll stand the raging storm. Let me in that lifeboat. see Thelma in a couple of days?
Oh yeah, I'll see her. That's,
How often you go by and see her?
Oh, about once or twice a month. Try to stop by and say hello, you know, and everything. And see how she's getting along, you know.
Have you seen her since she was over here? Since you was over here?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She tell you was over
Yeah,
here?
yeah. She wanted to hear all about her visit and everything, what you were doing and everything, you know.
Yeah.
And she asked me about some of these other people, and I said, well, I don't know. Now maybe this guy is one she probably asked me about, see. So now I'll have something to tell her about how he called on the phone. She'll get a kick out of that. Him listening
Yeah,
on the
and
phone.
she'll know virtually.
But now, see, that's why I do miss old Lonnie being gone, because he played so much different than Art, plus the fact he and Thelma would get in there, and then they'd sing a bunch of these songs just like that, and I just dearly love to listen to that and play along with him, you know.
Uh-huh.
And so I really miss him being gone, because we played a lot together, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he taught me a lot, just like Art has, you know. And now, Lonnie just never would jam with the crowd. He just never will. I mean, you get a bunch of people coming up with guitars and banjos starting to play, and then he'll play one more, and then he'll quit, you know. He just never did like the jammer. And of course, the thing is, what we enjoy, just like you and I are doing here, I'd rather sit down and work on tunes and get right with them, you know, and maybe even see if there's something else we can kind of slip in occasionally, than just get out here in a big bunch of people and just bang away, you know.
Yeah.
Because I like to try and work on slipping a few minors in once in a while, you know, this type of thing. Especially in some of those waltzes, you know, you can really slip them. Now, he played a bunch of other stuff he learned up here, of course, in North Missouri. See, he learned from old Uncle Bob Walters up there, you know. He really influenced those North Missouri fiddlers. Of course,
Did I tell you about that fiddler? I told you about that fiddler that's with Mo Bandy, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a fiddler. Son of a gun, he is. And then...
of course, old Cyril Stennett, I get a kick out of him. I was talking to Boyd.
Have you ever heard Byron Berline?
Records, yeah.
You've heard him on records. I want you to hear something.
Okay.